This massive high-rise development has got a community offside. While Neighbours are opposing it, the developer is busy offering money to locals in exchange for their support.
Sunrise, not high-rise. Sunrise, not high-rise.
Just shock, just at the sheer size and enormity of it.
You know, 14 stories right here.
Stop overdevelopment! Stop overdevelopment!
It's the high-rise development promising everything you ever wanted, but the neighbours never wanted this.
Stop overdevelopment! Stop overdevelopment!
And now the developer is trying to pay away the problem.
I think it's disgusting. Is that the way business is run today?
At the start of the year, we just noticed the 3 properties next door were all sold at the same time. I thought, oh, that's a bit funny.
It's called Perspective Nexus by developer Sherpa Property Group, 14 stories with more than 30 apartments.
And then discovered that it was 3 towers, 14 stories high, which is just way outside the city plan.
Andrew Lester is the body corporate chairperson for the neighbouring Currumbin Sands apartments on the Gold Coast. He claims he was given no notification until a development billboard went up next door.
The new development will have no open space or room for large planting or greenery.
The development has already sold out, with construction imminent. It'll all be squeezed into this block, demolishing 3 old houses.
This is the sheer size and imposing nature of the building, and there'll be like 14 odd units looking directly into some of our residents' balconies.
In the developer's plans, it looks leafy and green, but those lush lawns are actually this Currumbin Sands barbecue area.
And in their rendering that they sent to the council, that how nice it looks, and it does look nice, this has all disappeared.
Mark Snowden has been the caretaker and a resident at Currumbin Sands for 12 years.
And it'd be nice to have something new and nice here, but, 14 stories.
The problem is the City of Gold Coast has already approved the development. The local planning scheme limits heights to 29 metres, which would be 9 stories. But the developer applied for a 50% uplift in height and was given the green light to build to 14 stories. Residents claim it doesn't add up.
The residents are now taking their challenge against this development all the way to court, and they've pulled together nearly $200,000 from their body corporate fund for the fight.
Yeah, the majority were very, very supportive of the appeal because they could understand what was going to be happening and looking into their bedrooms and balconies.
But that's not before the developer tried to stop the appeal, sending this letter to Currumbin Sands residents offering $5,000 if they voted against it.
Oh, just pure shock. And it was just so blatant. I can't call it bribery, but just the offer. It's just unbelievable.
You're not used to all this. You can be easily taken in. You have to be really on your toes.
Jude Wilkins' apartment is tucked in the corner facing the new development, just metres from the fence line.
So you will have apartments right at eye level here looking in?
Yes, so 14 floors up and no privacy, no coming onto the balcony.
She says there was no consultation.
What do you think about the developer trying to offer everyone $5,000 to stop this legal action?
Well, I don't actually understand how they can get away with that.
And that's what this group is fighting.
Sunrise, not high-rise.
Let's control it and keep to the town plan.
Oh, it's just overscale. It's too big. It's unnecessary. There's no parking for it.
There are taller high-rises in the area, but this group of residents say they were built in the 80s and on much larger blocks.
Just so arrogant, they just think they can just do what they want and just weren't anticipating that people would actually fight them.
The group isn't against development on the site. They just want it properly set back from their buildings and limited to 9 stories.
I think we have pretty good chances, especially there was an appeal heard just a couple of weeks ago, which was upheld. So hopefully that sets a bit of a precedent.
Do you think it's money well spent?
Absolutely. Because they're not just fighting for us, they're fighting for the whole area.
We contacted the developer for a response, but we're still waiting.